Hey gang, this is Mike here, and today I'm going to show you a method that I've been using for magnets in containers. Now, magnets in containers, nothing new here, and the ones that I've seen have done the same thing I'm going to do. Strip of paper or heavier duty paper than regular laser paper, and then magnets. I'm using these neodymium magnets here. These are 6 millimeter by 1.5 millimeter. These are from KJ Magnetics, and very inexpensive, 12 to 14 cents per piece. So for 200 here, do the math, it's like $28 plus shipping. So anyway, I've seen other stuff in other forums online about using magnets in containers, and that was a while ago, and I decided to try it myself. Now, the other method used 4 magnets and a strip of paper. I'm actually going to do it with 2 magnets and the same strip of paper. So I have here Deluxe Innovations undecorated 45-foot containers, and I've already done a couple of these, so I'm just going to open them up, and they come separate. So these are the bodies, and these are the floors. Now, what's different with Deluxe is they have this U-shaped floor. Some of the other ones, like the Walthers here, actually have a single floor and basically nothing else. But basically a single floor, no U-channels or anything like that. And actually, here's a finished sample of what I've been doing. You'll see here just a regular 1 magnet here, 1 magnet here in the center. The strip is cut almost to the length of the box that you're putting it in. Obviously, this is a 40-foot container. These are 48-foot containers, and I just make it a little bit longer so that the center magnet falls in the center, or keeps it in the paper keeps it in the center of the container. So what I use for paper is basically anything you have laying around. Okay, you can use card, almost like index tab paper stock, maybe a little bit lighter than that. What I've been using, because I have a lot of it and I like to recycle this stuff, is the wrapper from a Digitrax decoder. So I'll show you these guys right here. I'm just going to cut, and you don't have to do anything fancy. I want the strip to fit but not be snug in the floor or in the container. Since the Deluxe Innovations ones are the floor is a little smaller, these have to be a little bit narrower, the paper. So if you really want to, you don't have to be perfect, you just have to eyeball it. I'm eyeballing this. I'm going from here. And you can tell I didn't even draw a line. I don't even know if these scissors are straight. But anyway, there's my piece of paper. I also don't want to make it full length on the floor here. I just want to make it almost full length. So I want it to be able to slide back and forth a little bit. Not much, but a little bit. So there's one. This one's going to be a little too short to fit in there. That might fit in a smaller container, in a 40-footer. So you can save that for later. So, how are we there? We're good on the width. And we are pretty good on the length. Great. Now, I kind of gave it away before what I did with the Kalon container. So I just basically peel off 2 magnets. You can see they're kind of stuck here, stuck together. Give it one of these. One on one side, one on the other. You see how they snap together. I just want to make sure it's centered side to side. Left to right, not so much. Who cares? Doesn't really matter. Throw it in there. The containers, they have, they call this the tunnel end. Tunnel end is the front of the container. This is immediately following the tractor trailer if you see them hauling on the highway. Anyway, there's a notch right here. It fits the notch in here. So make sure that all of that is lined up. Get that sucker in there. Actually, you can even do it this way. Pour it in here. It makes life a little bit easier. Snap the lid, snap the floorboard back on. Poof. I'm done with that one. Now, I previously did this one, and you'll see that, boom, they pull together quickly. And it may take a second or two, but line up the posts, because this one is a 40 foot, this one's a 45 footer. Obviously it has some extension on each side. It should. In a well, that's how they run. Little container always on the bottom, bigger container always on top. This does work in any orientation. It actually will work this way too, and you can hear the weights popping up and down, front to back, side to side, hey, even floor to floor if you really wanted to. Anyhow, that's why you should glue your, sometimes I use a little Walther's goo on here to keep these floorboards in, especially on the Walther's one. They tend to pop out a little bit, but that's okay. They're easy to fix. What I found is that one magnet of these neodymium magnets pretty much does the trick, at least with the larger containers. They should work almost as well with the 20-foot containers. I don't happen to have any 20-foot containers handy right at the moment, but as you can see, they stack up nicely. I have them in these containers as well. Again, these are all both Walthers. This one happens to be Kato. Now, shake it. You don't hear anything, right? Magnet in this one. There is a magnet in here. That magnet is at the bottom. This floorboard is not removable. However, the top is removable. It has a steel plate right here. So what I found on these is it sort of works when we have a magnet in here with the Kato, with the Kato container. Sort of. When it's straight up and down in a well, it will work. What I found is that it works better if the Kato container is up top. So then it's magnet to magnet rather than magnet to steel plate. These are strong little magnets, however, the plate in here is kind of crappy. But it does the job, and if you're running two Kato containers, obviously it's fine. So that's the only caveat I see with this, with the Kato ones. I have yet to remove any of the weights in here, or magnets in here. I don't care. For me, it's going to work fine, even if I have to put one up top. It's not critical. So there you have it. That's my quick tutorial, and see you later.